Hello, dear students. Welcome to Maktan Accounts Academy, where accounting becomes simple through concept-oriented classes and your success becomes certain. So, dear students, in yesterday class, we have discussed about various topics about the need for depreciation as well as causes for depreciation, and we have discussed about the accounting entries. That is, what are the required journal entries for depreciation chapter? What is the entry for purchase of an asset? What is an entry for depreciation of an asset? What is the entry for transfer of depreciation to profit and loss account? What is the required entry for sale of asset? If what is the entry if the result is profit and if the result is loss? So we have discussed totally 6 entries. We'll revise once again and we'll go what is the methods of charging the depreciation, what are the various methods available, and which methods are in our syllabus. We'll discuss in this video. So let me share the screen, dear students. So, dear students, as already discussed that what is the journal entry required for purchase of an asset? The required entry is asset account data to bank, cash or creditor. So, whatever the asset that you are purchasing, that to be debited. That means concern asset account data to cash or bank or creditor. For example, if you are buying the machinery, your entry is machinery account data to cash or bank. If you are buying the furniture, the required entry is furniture account data to cash or bank. Okay, now dear students. Next entry for providing the depreciation. What is the entry for providing the depreciation? The entry for providing the depreciation is depreciation account data to concerned asset. For example, depreciation on machinery, entry is depreciation account data to machinery. Entry on furniture depreciation, so depreciation account data to furniture. That's it. And for closing entry for transfer of the depreciation to the profit and loss account, the required entry is profit and loss account data to depreciation. And the students, as already told, second entry and third entry. The second one and third entry will be repeated. How many years will be repeated? Means still the asset that we have used. For example, if we use for 3 years, we have write 3 into 2, 6 entries. If we have used for 5 years, we have write the entry for 5 into 2, 10 entries. Okay. So second entry, third entry repeat అయితానే ఉంటాయి. మనం ఎన్ని సంవత్సరాలు ఆ asset ని మన దగ్గర వాడుకుంటామో అన్ని సంవత్సరాలు అది ఆ సెకండ్ థర్డ్ ఎంట్రీ రిపీట్ అవుతుంటాయి. After a certain period, when we sold the asset, the required entry is concern cash or bank account data to concern asset account. So డబ్బు వస్తుంది కాబట్టి డెబిట్ చేయండి, అసెట్ పోతుంది కాబట్టి క్రెడిట్ చేయండి. సో ఐ ఇన్ ప్రీవియస్ వీడియో ఐ హావ్ గివెన్ క్లియర్లీ అబౌట్ హౌ టు రికార్డ్ ద ఎంట్రీస్ ఆన్ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఓరియంటెడ్. మా కాన్సెప్ట్ ఓరియంటెడ్ గా నేను క్లారిటీగా ఎందుకు డెబిట్ చేయాలి, ఎందుకు క్రెడిట్ చేస్తున్నానని ప్రీవియస్ వీడియోలో ఇచ్చాను. ఐ డోంట్ వాంట్ రిపీట్ నౌ. అండ్ ఇఫ్ ద రిజల్ట్ ఈస్ నో ప్రాఫిట్ నో లాస్, రిజల్ట్ అనేది ప్రాఫిట్ లేదు లాస్ లేదంటే no entry required. If there is no profit, no loss, no entry required. If the result is profit, the required entry is asset account data to profit and loss account. If the result is loss, the required entry is profit and loss account data to asset. So these are the information we have discussed in previous video. Okay? Now we'll discuss what are the methods of providing the depreciation. There are number of methods. So very important interview question. చాలా మంది ఇంట్రెస్ట్ అడుగుతుంటారు. How many methods of providing depreciation means you are not supposed to say 2, 4, 5. You have to say there are number of methods, but the popular methods were like right line method, reducing balance method. One is right line method. Another is second one is reducing balance method. Third one is annuity method. Fourth one is depreciation fund method, or you can say sinking fund method. This method is very useful for funds for the replacement of an asset. ఈ మెథడ్ లోనే పర్ఫెక్ట్ గా మనం ఫండ్స్ ఫర్ రీప్లేస్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ అసెట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. అండ్ ఆల్టర్నేట్ ఫర్ దట్ వన్ ఈస్ ద ఫోర్త్ వన్ కి ఆల్టర్నేట్ ఇంకొకటి ఉంది, ఇన్సూరెన్స్ పాలసీ మెథడ్. నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఈస్ వాల్యుయేషన్ మెథడ్. Next, for as already discussed now, for mining like coal mines, or you can say oil wells, or whatever the mining department is there, they will use depletion method and measure hour rate method. These are the 8 methods of popular method. Apart from that, sum of years digits method, production units method, mileage run method. It's a number of ఉన్నాయి. Okay, కానీ if interviewer asks to you how many methods of charging depreciation is, you have to say number of methods. But the most popular methods were straight line method and reducing balance method. And for intermediate, they have covered only 2 methods. That is first one and second one. Intermediate level ki aithe R&A. Mana degree course lo eppudaithe join aitamo appudu em chesante we'll discuss the remaining methods like guarantee method, depreciation fund, insurance policy, revaluation method, even for CA foundation classes also we'll discuss every 8 methods. Total 8 methods, including the sum of years business method and management method. But intermediate course lo matram limit emuntundi straight line method and reducing balance method. So dear students, will discuss about the straight line method. First of all, what are the various names for the straight line method? The first and important method is straight line method, sometimes simple shortcut SLM, or you can say fixed installment method, or you can say FIM, or you can say original cost method, or you can say what original cost method. So these are the three methods. What are the three? Again, repeating once again. Straight line method, you can call it as SLM. Fixed installment method, or you can call it as FIM, and original cost method, you can call it as what? OCM. So these are the three methods. These are the three methods. So three methods to three names to okay method ki three names, sorry. For only one method, you can call it as three names: straight line method, original cost method, and or you can say fixed installment method. And what are the important points about the straight line method? Number one, the straight line method is the simplest method of depreciation. This is a very simplest method of depreciation. Every year uniformly we'll calculate the depreciation uniformly, and it's a fixed amount. For full year, if it is 1 lakh for the first year, the same will be continued for second year, third year, and fourth year, and so on. Under this method, equal amount of depreciation is charged every year. That's what I said now. Every year, same amount will be charged. For first year 10,000 and second year go to 10,000, third year 10,000, fourth year 10,000. And the value of asset decreases uniformly over its useful life. Every year uniform ga taguta potundi, ishtansaranga tagadu, uniform ga taguta pota untundi. As I said, if it is 1 lakh for first year, second year also 1 lakh, third year also 1 lakh. Okay? And it assumes that, what is the assumption of this method? That asset gives equal benefit each year. ఈ మెథడ్ ఏమని అజంప్షన్ చేస్తుంది? మనకున్న అసెట్ మొదటి సంవత్సరంలో ఏ విధంగా అయితే బెనిఫిట్ ఇచ్చిందో అదే బెనిఫిట్ లాస్ట్ వరకు ఇస్తుందనే అజంప్షన్ తో ఈ మెథడ్ వెళ్తుంది. దిస్ మెథడ్ గివ్స్ దట్ assumption mark, and it's very easy to calculate and widely used in accounting. Widely used in what mark? Accounting. So dear student, this is the first and very simple method and very important for intermediate first year, second year students. And for which type of assets it is suitable? It is suitable for buildings. Yes, buildings lo ఖచ్చితంగా suitable అయింది మెథడ్. ఎందుకంటే బిల్డింగ్ ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్ లో ఎట్లా మనకి యూటిలైజేషన్ ఉంటుందో లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ కూడా ఆల్మోస్ట్ అట్లా యూటిలైజేషన్ ఉంటుంది. ఫర్నిచర్ సేమ్, బిల్డింగ్స్ అయినా ఫర్నిచర్ కైండ్స్, పేటెంట్స్ అండ్ కాపీ రైట్స్, యాజ్ వెల్ యాజ్ లీజ్ హోల్డ్ అసెట్స్, ఇలాంటి దానికంతా ఈ మెథడ్ చాలా సూటబుల్ అవుతుంది. ఎందుకంటే ఈ అసెట్స్ లో అబ్సోలెసెన్స్, టెక్నాలజికల్ చేంజెస్ పెద్దగా ఉండవండి. దెర్ విల్ బి నో టెక్నాలజికల్ చేంజెస్. ద ఫర్నిచర్ జస్ట్ అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి, 20 years బ్యాక్ ఫర్నిచర్ ఎలా ఉన్నాయి, ఆల్మోస్ట్ అట్లాంటి ఫర్నిచర్ ఇప్పుడు కూడా అవైలబుల్ ఉంది. అట్లాంటి ఫర్నిచర్ ఇప్పుడు కూడా యూజ్ లో ఉంది. మీరు జస్ట్ అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి కాలేజెస్ లో, మీరు కాలేజెస్ లో ఏదైతే డెస్క్ లో వాడుతున్నారో 20 years బ్యాక్ ఏవైతే డెస్క్ ఉంటాయో అటువంటి డెస్క్ లో ఇప్పుడు వాడుతున్నారు. అంటే దెర్ ఇస్ నో అబ్సోలెసెన్స్ ఆర్ టెక్నాలజికల్ చేంజెస్. సో ఇట్లాంటి వాళ్ళకి ఎక్కడైతే ఏ అసెట్ కి అయితే మనకి టెక్నాలజికల్ చేంజెస్ తక్కువ ఉంటాయో అటువంటి దాంట్లో ఏమైతుందంటే విల్ యూజ్ దిస్ మెథడ్, అండ్ ద నేమ్ ఆఫ్ ది మెథడ్ ఇస్ వాట్ ఫిక్స్డ్ ఇన్స్టాల్మెంట్ మెథడ్. So dear students, to have a small example, to understand in a clear way, I'll give a small example. If I purchase the asset in the year 2021 for rupees 10 lakhs, for rupees how much? For 10 lakhs, and depreciation is at the rate of 10%. So dear students, on 10 lakhs, 10% how much will get? 1 lakh. So if depreciation for the full year ki 1 lakh aithe, 2022 also the depreciation is the same 1 lakh, and 2023 also the depreciation will be same 1 lakh. So there will be a fixed amount of depreciation every year. So it's very simple to understand. The depreciation remains constant here because the assumption is the utilization of this asset is first year to last year same. ఆ assumption తో పోతుంది. ఎటువంటి అసెట్స్ యూస్ఫుల్ అవుతుందంటే చెప్పాను కదా, బిల్డింగ్స్ కి కావచ్చు, ఫర్నిచర్, పేటెంట్స్ అండ్ కాపీ రైట్స్, లీజ్ హోల్డ్ అసెట్స్ కి ఇటువంటి చేసింది. సో విల్ డిస్కస్ ద ఫార్ములాస్ ఇన్ నెక్స్ట్ వన్. సో ఫార్ములాస్ ఇదే వీడియోలో చెప్తాను. నెక్స్ట్ వన్, what are the method, what are the merits of this fixed installment method. It's a very simple and easy to understand. It's very simple. 10 lakhs is 10%, 1 lakh. Full year to 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh. Half year, 1 lakh, 1 by 2. That is 50,000. Quarter year, 1 lakh into 1 by 4, 25,000. Yeah. So it's very simple to understand and always calculated on original cost. And the first year low, I not 10 lakhs in the calculation. Fourth year low, I'll calculate on original cost, that is 10 lakhs into 10 by 100. So every year I will calculate on 10 lakhs only. First year, second year, third year, fourth year. So it's always very simple and easy to understand. Equal expenses every year, no fluctuations. As for my example, 4 years also 1 lakh, 1 lakh. At the same time, helps in easy comparison of the profits and suitable for assets with uniformly. So, మనం ఫర్నిచర్ బిల్డింగ్స్ లీజ్ హోల్డ్ అసెట్స్ ఇవన్నీ పేటెంట్స్ అని యూనిఫామ్ గా వాడతాం కాబట్టి ఇది అవుతుంది. ప్రతి దానికి మెరిట్స్ ఉన్నట్టు ఎస్ఐఎం దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ ఎఫ్ఐఎం కి కూడా కొన్ని డ్రాబ్యాక్స్ ఉన్నాయి. వాట్ ఆర్ ద డ్రాబ్యాక్స్? ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ సూటబుల్ విత్ హెవీ యూసేజ్ ఇన్ అవర్ ఇయర్స్. అంటే ఎటువంటి దానికి ఇది యూజ్ కాదంటున్నారంటే, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇఫ్ ఐఎమ్ యూజింగ్ ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్ heavily I'm using in the first year. Second year వచ్చేసరికి దాని ఎఫెక్టివ్నెస్ తగ్గుతుంది కాబట్టి అక్కడ కొంచెం డిక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది. అలాంటి దానికి మనం ఈ మెథడ్ ని వాడలేము. సో వేర్ ద అవుట్పుట్ ఇన్ ద ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్ ఈజ్ హై, సెకండ్ ఇయర్ ఈజ్ లో, థర్డ్ ఇయర్ ఈజ్ లెస్ దెన్ సెకండ్ ఇయర్, ఫోర్త్ ఇయర్ ఈజ్ లెస్ దెన్ సెకండ్ అండ్ థర్డ్ ఇయర్, అటువంటి చోట ఈ మెథడ్ వాడకూడదు. ఇగ్నోర్స్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఆన్ క్యాపిటల్ ఇన్వెస్టర్. అంటే మనం పెట్టిన ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ మీద ద ఇంట్రెస్ట్ విల్ ఇగ్నోర్. So for that the reason there is a separate method design known as what annuity method. So interest and capital ni kuda consider chese method edaina undante that is covered in annuity method, dear students. Okay, so anyhow this is the drawback. Repairs and maintenance increases over time but depreciation remains same. So what is the third point saying is very very important to understand, ma'am. The third drawback what it's saying means every year depreciation is 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh. So one example ఏమైంది, ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్ లో 1 lakh ఉంది, సెకండ్ ఇయర్ 1 lakh, థర్డ్ ఇయర్ 1 lakh, ఫోర్త్ ఇయర్ 1 lakh. కానీ అసెట్ వాడే కొద్దీ దాని యొక్క రిపేర్స్ అండ్ మెయింటెనెన్స్ ఏమైతే పెరుగుతుంటుంది. సో న్యూ అసెట్ కి రిపేర్స్ అండ్ మెయింటెనెన్స్ తక్కువ ఉంటుంది, చెప్పాలంటే ఉండకపోతే స్టార్టింగ్ ఇయర్స్ లో. అసెట్ యాజ్ ఇట్ గ్రోత్ ఓల్డర్ ద రిపేర్స్ అండ్ మెయింటెనెన్స్ కాస్ట్ విల్ ఇంక్రీజ్. ఓకేనా? సో ఇక్కడ ఏమైతుంది, ఇదేమో ఫిక్స్డ్ అవుతుంది, రిపేర్స్ అండ్ మెయింటెనెన్స్ పెరుగుతా పోతుంది. ఓవరాల్ గా repairs and maintenance plus depreciation తీసుకుంటే పెరుగుతా పోతుంది. సో repairs and maintenance it grows older. That point is not considering by the FIM method, and not realistic for some assets like machinery. Yes, exactly. Machineries ki, computers ki, digital gadgets ki ఈ మెథడ్ యూజే కాదు. బికాస్ ద టెక్నాలజికల్ చేంజెస్ వల్ల చాలా వరకు ఇది అవుతుంది కాబట్టి అటువంటి అసెట్స్ కి ఇది ఖచ్చితంగా యూజ్ కాదు. సో డియర్ స్టూడెంట్స్, what we discussed in this theoretical part means we discussed that there are number of methods of depreciation or in OGMA. Out of that, the important methods are covered in syllabus like straight line method, reducing balance method, annuity method, depreciation fund method, insurance policy method, next revaluation method, depletion, machine hour rate method. Inga konni unnayama like sum of years digits method, like it's a double declining method, మైలేజ్ రన్ మెథడ్, ఇంకా ప్రొడక్షన్ యూనిట్ మెథడ్, ఇలాంటి కొన్ని ఎక్స్ట్రా ఉన్నాయి. అవి సిఏ ఫౌండేషన్ కోర్సెస్ లో కవర్ చేసుకుందాం, ఒకలా ఈవెన్ డిగ్రీ కోర్సెస్ లో కూడా కవర్ చేస్తున్నాం కదా. సో ఇంటర్మీడియట్ మాత్రం ఏం కవర్ అయితే ఓన్లీ ఫస్ట్ 2 మెథడ్స్ విల్ బి కవర్, దట్ ఈస్ స్ట్రైట్ లైన్ మెథడ్ అండ్ రెడ్యూసింగ్ బ్యాలెన్స్ మెథడ్ విత్ నంబర్ ఆఫ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ రైట్ ఫ్రమ్ ఈజీ ప్రాబ్లమ్ టు డెప్త్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ విల్ డిస్కస్ in detail. This is the theoretical part, ma. So hope you understand this total theoretical part, ma. So let's start 2 marks problem, ma. Okay, now we'll start the 2 marks problem now. So dear students, we are going to discuss the 2 marks problem in this video, ma. There is fixed installment method, first method, and when rate of depreciation is not given, how to calculate the annual depreciation and rate of depreciation. So very simple, ma. 2 marks question answer. Okay, now so how to calculate the annual depreciation? So all of you go through the question, ma. Annual depreciation formula. What is the annual depreciation formula? This formula is to be applied when rate is not given, 10%, 12%, 20% అనే రేట్ ఇవ్వకపోతేనే ఈ ఫార్ములా వాడాలి. ఓకేనా? So what is the annual depreciation formula? Means the annual depreciation formula is, I'm writing here, cost of asset. So whatever the value that you paid for purchasing an asset, that is cost of asset. It includes all freight charges, installation charges, carriage, whatever it may be, that should be added. So మీరు అసెట్ కొన్నప్పుడు ఏమైతే దానికోసం ఖర్చు పెట్టారో ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ కోసం, క్యారేజ్ కోసం, ఫ్రైట్ కోసం అన్ని యాడ్ చేయాలి. దట్ ఇస్ కాస్ట్ ఆఫ్ అసెట్ మైనస్ స్క్రాప్ వాల్యూ. స్క్రాప్ వాల్యూ అనొచ్చు, సాల్వేజ్ వాల్యూ అనొచ్చు, ఆర్ యూ కెన్ సే రెసిడియల్ వాల్యూ అనొచ్చు. This is the value will be fetched at the end of the useful life of the asset. When we sold in the scrap, we'll get that particular amount. అంటే అసెట్ ని బాగా వాడుకున్న తర్వాత, దాని లైఫ్ టైం వాడుకున్న తర్వాత ఒకవేళ మార్కెట్ లో స్క్రాప్ చేస్తే ఎంత వస్తుందని చెప్పడానే scrap value, or you can call it as a residual value, or you can call it as a salvage value. And here useful life, that is lifetime of the asset. So useful life of the asset. Useful life of the asset. So very simple formula. What is the formula that already clearly here mentioned? Cost of asset minus scrap value by lifetime of the asset or useful life of the asset. So here cost of asset means purchase price. It includes all carriage, it includes freight, it includes installation expenses also, the students. So cost means this all to be included. అవన్నీ కలుపుకోవాలి. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, నేను మెషినరీ 20 lakhs కొన్నాను. ఎక్కడ కొన్నాను? తమిళనాడు కోయంబత్తూరులో కొన్నాను. 20 lakhs అక్కడి నుంచి ఇక్కడ తీసుకురావడానికి నాకు ఫ్రైట్ ఒక 1 lakh అయింది, క్యారేజ్ ఒక 20,000 అయింది, ఇన్స్టలేషన్ ఒక 80,000 అయింది. సో 20 lakhs plus 1 lakh, 21 lakhs plus 20,000, 21 lakh 20,000 plus 80,000. So what is my cost of asset means? You have to say 22 lakhs, not 20 lakhs. ఓకేనా? సో మనం బయింగ్ కోయంబత్తూరు నుంచి మన ప్లేస్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్యాక్టరీ తెచ్చే వరకు, ఇన్స్టలేషన్ చేసే వరకు, బిఫోర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ పుట్ టు యూజ్, వాట్ ఎవర్ ద ఎక్స్పెన్సెస్ ఇన్కర్, దట్ ఇట్స్ టు బి క్యాపిటలైజ్డ్, ఓకే. సో ఇక్కడ ఏం చేయాలి? కాస్ట్ ఆఫ్ అసెట్ మీన్స్ యూ హావ్ టు ఇంక్లూడ్ ఆల్ ద ఎక్స్పెన్సెస్, purchase cost as well as carriage, freight and installation. Scrap value means value that will fetch at the end of the life. 10 years అంటే 10 years తర్వాత అమ్మితే ఎంత వస్తుంది అని ఏమంటామా? You can say salvage value. What is the other names for salvage value? Scrap value, or you can say residual value. And useful life means life of the asset. Okay, now. And the second formula, how to ascertain the rate of depreciation. Rate of depreciation is equal to very simple formula. What we ascertain here, annual depreciation ascertained here. So annual depreciation divided by cost of asset. We know the cost of asset. We know the cost of asset into 100. And these two formulas will be useful for 2 marks. Okay, so the 2 marks question answer is చాలా useful అయింది. What is the annual depreciation? Cost of asset minus scrap value divided by lifetime of the asset, or you can say useful life. And second formula is rate of depreciation. Formula is annual depreciation divided by cost of asset into 100. This is the formula. Okay. So dear students, just go through the question mark. There's a 2 marks problem. An asset is purchased for 1 lakh. So do remember the value of the asset is 1 lakh. The useful life of the asset is 8 years. The useful life is how many years? 8 years. And the scrap value, or you can say residual value, is 4,000. So these are the important points that have been highlighted here. So an asset is purchased for 1 lakh. The life is 8 years. And scrap value after 8 years is how much? 4,000. You are required to calculate number 1 annual depreciation, and second one is the rate of depreciation. Second one, what you have to calculate? Rate of depreciation. So let's do the answer solution here. First, write the formula. What is the formula for? First, write the formula. Annual depreciation is equals to annual depreciation is equals to annual depreciation is equals to cost of asset. Very simple formula. Cost of asset minus scrap value divided by lifetime or useful life of the asset. Useful life of the asset. So dear students, you can see on the screen what is the cost of the asset. Just apply the values. Cost of the asset. An asset is purchased for 1 lakh. So there is no freight, carriage, installation expenses. So take 1 lakh as it is. What is the scrap value? We are saying that the scrap value is here given 4,000 rupees. So after 8 years life, the scrap is 4,000. And what is the useful life of the asset? The useful life of the asset is 8 years. So 1 lakh minus 4,000 divided by 8 years. Therefore, you'll get how much more? 96,000 divided by 8. 1 lakh minus 4,000 comes to very simple problem. 96,000 divided by 8. So obviously you'll get therefore annual, therefore annual depreciation is equal to 96,000 by 8. I think 12,000 rupees. So therefore, annual depreciation is equal to how much more? 12,000 rupees. After calculation of the annual depreciation, dear students, second step is we have to calculate the rate of depreciation. So what is the formula for rate of depreciation? Rate of depreciation is equal to rate of depreciation is equal to just the very simple formula, annual depreciation divided by cost of asset divided by cost of asset into 100. And what is the annual depreciation that we calculated? 12,000. Man ఇంతకు ముందు కనుక్కున్నాం కదా 12,000. What is the cost of the asset? 1 lakh. You can see here. So 12,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100. So therefore, rate of depreciation, therefore rate of depreciation is equals to 12%. That's a very simple. So what we have certain in this example, we have certain annual depreciation. The formula is cost of asset minus scrap value divided by useful life of the asset. 1 lakh is the asset value, 4,000 is the scrap value, and 8 years is the lifetime of the asset. So 96,000 by 8, 12,000. And rate of depreciation is equal to annual depreciation divided by cost of asset into 100. So 12,000 by 1 lakh into 100, that comes to 12%. So this is the information I can give relating to the first two months. So we'll do second one more. Just go through the questions. Sri Rajesh traders purchased a machinery costing 2,50,000 on 1st April 2021 and depreciation is provided under equally under fixed installment method. Estimated life of the machine is 10 years. The life is how many years? 10 years. And the residual value at the end of its life is 50,000 rupees. 50,000. And what we are asking, annual depreciation and rate of depreciation. So as usual, we'll do the answer now. First, we'll do the annual depreciation amount. Annual depreciation amount is equals to cost of asset minus same formula repeated scrap value divided by lifetime of the asset, or you can say useful time. So apply the values. 2,50,000 is the cost of asset. And what is the scrap value? 50,000 rupees. And next one is the life of the asset, useful time is 10 years. That is equals to 2,50,000 minus 50,000, 2 lakh. 2 lakh divided by 10. So you will get annual depreciation of 20,000. Annual depreciation of 20,000. And next one, second formula, rate of depreciation. Rate of depreciation is equals to, formula is very simple, annual depreciation divided by cost of asset into 100. What is annual depreciation? 20,000. Cost of asset is 2,50,000. So 20,000 divided by 2,50,000 into 100. So 20,000 by 2,50,000 into 100, yes, they will get 8%. 8%. So therefore, answer is rate of depreciation. Rate of depreciation is 8%. You can cross check it. If you want, you can cross check it, ma. For example, if you want, you can cross check it. For example, take the calculator. Here we got 2,50,000 asset value, 8%. So 2,50,000 into 2,50,000 into 8%. So 8 divided by 100. You'll get 20,000. So what is the annual depreciation we got here? 20,000. So we have cross-checked this is the exact answer, no? Dear students, go through the third illustration. Here saying that Kiran Industries purchased a machinery for rupees 5 lakh. So value of the machinery is how much? 5 lakh. And it's estimated that the useful life of the machine is 6 years. So the life is 6 years. And what is the salvage value or residual value of a 6 years is 50,000. You will get 50,000. Okay. So now again, same procedure we have to do. First, we have to calculate the annual depreciation. So whenever rate is not given, you have to follow the procedure. Ma. If rate is given directly, you can go for the answer. So first one, annual depreciation. Annual depreciation is equals to. So hope you know the formula now. Cost of asset minus scrap value divided by lifetime of the asset or useful time of the asset. So substitute the values here. What is the cost of asset? 5 lakh minus 50,000 divided by 6 years. That is equals to 4,50,000 divided by 60,000. So dear students, how much you'll get here? You'll get obviously 75,000. So therefore, annual depreciation is equals to 75,000 rupees. Next, second formula, rate of depreciation. Rate of depreciation is equals to annual depreciation divided by cost of asset into 100. 75,000 divided by 5 lakh into 100. So you'll get therefore rate of depreciation. So on 5 lakhs, if you calculate more, how much you get? 15%. Rate of depreciation is equals to, so very simple max. 75,000 divided by 5 lakhs into 100. So obviously you get how much more? 15%. On 5 lakhs, 15%, 75,000. Okay. And we'll do one more answer. There is the last one. E model the last. And next model will go for 5 marks. Next question. Please go through it. Agrotech Farmer Private Limited purchased a tractor for 12 lakh. It is purchased a tractor for 12 lakh. It is estimated the useful life of the tractor is 8 years. And residual value means scrap value. How much scrap value here? 2,40,000. So first one, annual depreciation సేమ్ ఫార్ములాస్ రిపీటెడ్లీ రాస్తున్నాను ఎందుకంటే మీకు గుర్తుండిపోవాలని. యాన్యువల్ డిప్రిసియేషన్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు, డూ రిమెంబర్ ఫార్ములా పర్ఫెక్ట్లీ. మెయిన్ ఆన్సర్లో కూడా ఎక్కడైతే రేట్ ఆఫ్ డిప్రిసియేషన్ ఇవ్వలేదో ఇదే ఫార్ములా అప్లై చేయాలి మీరు. కాస్ట్ ఆఫ్ అసెట్ మైనస్ రెసిడ్యుయల్ వాల్యూ డివైడెడ్ బై, ఇక్కడ ఏమైనా రాసుకోవచ్చు, లైఫ్ టైమ్ ఆఫ్ ద అసెట్, యూస్ఫుల్ టైమ్ ఆఫ్ ద అసెట్ ఆర్ ఎస్టిమేటెడ్ లైఫ్ ఆఫ్ ద అసెట్. ఓకే, సో లైఫ్ టైమ్ ఆఫ్ ది అసెట్, life time of asset. So just substitute the values for 12 lakh minus, this is 12 lakhs, 2 lakh 40,000, 12 lakhs minus 2 lakh 40,000 divided by how many years lifetime? 8 years. 8 years. So you will get how much here? 12 lakhs minus 2 lakh 40,000, you get how much one? 9 lakh 60,000 divided by 8 years. So calculate and you'll get, I think, 1,20,000. 1,20,000. So 8 ones are 8, it's 116, 82. That's exactly. No? And second one is rate of depreciation is equals to annual depreciation. Annual depreciation divided by cost of asset into 100. So just calculate now, annual depreciation is 1,20,000 and cost of asset 12 lakh. 1,20,000 by 12 lakhs into 100. So very simple calculation, 1,20,000 by 12 lakhs into 100. So obviously you'll get how much more? 12%. You'll get how, sorry, 10%. You'll get how much more? 10%. 12 lakhs means 10% and the 1,20,000. So therefore, rate of depreciation is equals to, rate of depreciation is equals to 10%. That's it. Therefore, rate of depreciation equals 10%. So dear students, from this we have completed 2 marks. 2 marks దీనికంటే ఎక్కువ ఉండదు. ఓకేనా? So 4 problems we have calculated how to calculate the annual depreciation and rate of depreciation. And next session we are going to discuss 5 marks problems or 4 marks, one depends upon the state board mark. So that's it for today. Thank you to all. Have a good day to all of you.